What's up, YouTube? This is Boston Chris. Welcome to my channel, Boston Chris Comics. I'm back. This is my first actual video that I've done since my vacation. I have been on YouTube. I went on the JLS live show last Thursday. That was my first actual time being back since I was on vacation. But you know, had a blast down in Disney. Great time. My daughter had a great time. We took her down. It's her first trip down. She's only 15 months old, so we hope that she remembers it. She's probably gonna remember it through pictures, but she had a lot of fun. She got to go on actually a lot of rides, which is surprising because you figure, you know, most amusement parks, you know, kids are too small to get in, but a lot of things, you know, they have, you know, slower paced stuff that you know, little kids can do and you know, have some fun. So definitely happy with that. My wife had a great time as well. But so just wanted to get back into making videos. It's been a little while. I have some books that I want to show, some that I got before I left and then some that I got after. So it's been about, was it 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks since I've actually made a video. So I'm just going to get right into it. And then I was going to actually try to do this over the weekend, but I ended up having something come in that actually came Monday that I wanted to show in this video, trying to get kind of everything condensed into one. So I waited, and here I am. I have my video. And so Comic Book Wednesday, so let's get into this. First and foremost, we have a free book. Yep, this is Amazing Spider-Man #1. This is the director's behind the scenes edition. So pretty cool stuff here. My shop was giving it away for free. And like I said, it's pretty cool because you get to see like the actual sketches and you know, I mean, I shouldn't call it like sketches, but it's like, you know, the work prior to inking and coloring and all that jazz. So pretty cool stuff there. For free, I'm not gonna not pick it up. I figured, you know what, why not? So, free edition of a book, just kind of a throw in, something to kind of look at the art and see what Ryan Ottley's doing. I think it's pretty good for a test run, just to be like, do you want to pick this book up? Yes and no. I'm still kind of on the fence. I do like Ryan Ottley's art a lot. I just, you know, I don't know if I want to add just another, like the Amazing Spider-Man that came out prior was really good. And I'm just kind of wondering if Nick Spencer... I still have a little bit of Nick Spencer, I don't know, fatigue from Secret Empire. So, I don't know. I'm not quite sold on him. But Ryan Ottley has great art, so I don't know. They may be winning me over. Who knows? Next up, we have True Believers. This is the Man-Thing 2-in-1. Sorry. This is Marvel 2-in-1. Thing versus the Man-Thing. This, I think, is the first time these two actually had a fight. So this is, you know, for the Marvel 2-in-1s, I guess this is one of the more sought-after books. One of the more pricier ones. And, you know, the two, I have to say, I do like the True Believer books. I tend to pick them up when I see them, if there's something that I like in there. If there's something that, you know, something that kind of speaks to me, something that I've always wanted to read that I just either can't afford or never got a chance to pick up. And for $1, you can't go wrong. So True Believer books, definitely, I think, worth picking up. Especially, like, you know, when they reprint some of the classic ones. Just like, you know, so they're doing a lot of Fantastic Four stuff. And they had done, you know, Silver Surfer and stuff like that, you know, a couple weeks back. So definitely worth picking up. Because for me, that book is probably going to end up being one that I can't afford. Especially, like, you know, if there's a cameo or some type of, you know, reveal in a movie or anything like that, like, forget it. That book's going to go way out of my price range. So, for now, it's a placeholder, you know, but it's just a fun one to have. So, next up, we have Old Man Logan, issue number 43. This has been, you know, really solid series. Definitely happy with how it's gone, you know, since they went ahead and did, you know, the whole relaunch of the Marvel Universe following, you know, the Secret Wars and stuff like that. It's been a very good book, so one I can recommend. We'll see if it stays good, like if they, you know, if they went ahead and changed up the team at all, if it maybe takes a dip in quality, who knows, but up until now it's been very solid though. Next we have Darth Veda, number 18. This is, you know, always just a great book. Darth Vader, both volumes have been really, really good. I like this cover because you have, you know, Moff Tarkin I don't know if he's trying to sneak up on Veda, which is, I mean, if he is, that's a horrible idea. But you know, I haven't had a chance to read this, so I'll definitely look into that. But like I said, the Darth Veda series has been really, really good. I think it stands out more, at least to me, in my opinion. It's better than the, I think, the other titles, even the main title, which I've heard is pretty good. I didn't pick it up just because I didn't start out with it, and I just really didn't feel like kind of jumping on in the middle. But Darth Veda, you know, started a little after that, so I can go ahead and pick it up and, you know, just continue on with the story. So I recommend Darth Veda, you know, both Volume 1 and 2. They're very good. I was actually surprised. I figured his story had already been told. Like, you had basically, you know, the prequel trilogy is all about him, and then the, you know, actual trilogy is all about him. But they're somehow managing to fit a lot of really good stuff in that little time period between, I guess, Rogue One and New Hope. So, you know, just kind of getting into all the Avengers and all the stuff that you didn't get to see in movies. So, pretty good stuff there. Next, we have I Hate Fairyland. This is issue number 20. This, I guess, is going to be the finale for this current, I guess, run, season, whatever. Like, comics don't go in seasons, but they have, you know, little breaks that they take. And Scotty Young is, you know, now working with Marvel on Deadpool, like doing the writing and stuff like that. So this book's going to probably take a break for a little bit. But this one is the first time I've seen this many covers for it. They did have like a 3-cover issue at one point, but now they have, I guess for this issue, there's 5 variants if you count the Swear variant. So this is the Jock variant. They had a Bill Sienkiewicz variant, a Chip Zdarsky variant, and a Jeff Lemire as well. I like this one the best outside of the main cover, so I was like, I'm going to pick this one up. And I pick up the Jock cover, so pretty cool stuff. Next we have Ghost Wolf. This is issue number 4 for volume 2, 404. This is put out by Amigo Comics. This actually was a pretty good series. It took a long time for issue number 4 to come out, but it's been good. You get the right mix of action, some violence, and just overall, just, you know, I think good storytelling. So, and really good art as well. Like I said, they're a small company, or at least small publisher right now, and they put out books. I guess fairly, as I guess as recent as they can. I don't know if it's kind of a more. I would figure being smaller like that is probably more of a creator-driven, you know, just publishing and everything like that. So, I would say if you can find this, like, because a lot of shops may not carry it just because it's, you know, a small publisher like that, pick it up because it's a fun read. I don't know if it's going to come out in trade. If it does come out in trade, pick it up in trade. Don't waste time trying to, like, look for these, you know, hunt them down or anything like that. Just, if you see a trade, go grab it. Next, we have a book that, I picked this up, and I'm not sure if this is considered volume 1, volume 2, or any of that, because I actually missed, so I didn't get the original run of this book, but I figured I would pick this one up just because, it's a really, really, good book, supports a good cause, and, you know, definitely worth reading. And actually, it's pretty good, you know, for this issue that I read, it's actually really good. So we have Metaphase, number 1, this is so number 1 of 2 for 2018. And basically, so what this is a book following a little boy and, you know, his dad. And his dad's a superhero, you know, and the little boy wants to be a superhero like him. The boy is born with Down syndrome. So, you know, and that basically, you know, mirrors the actual situation in real life. The creator of the book, his name is Chip Reese. We talked with him on the JLS live show, and you know, went ahead and just, you know, heard his story, his son's story, and what it was that they, you know, kind of put together for this book. This, I think, is a great cause. It's put out by Alterna Comics. Definitely a great, you know, just a great reason to pick up a book and kind of support something that I think is a little bit, I should say, you know, you support something that is bigger than actual comics with something that you do love, which is comics. You know, if this helps, you know, with research, if it helps with, you know, just, you know, kind of helping out somebody who's, you know, has Down syndromes, who is, you know, suffering from something like that, or just I shouldn't say suffering, but someone that's living with it. You know, if this can help, you know, any type of, you know, further, I guess, any type of further positive, you know, positive steps in research and anything, you know, it's something worth picking up. So definitely, if you see this book, I would say pick it up. It's with Alterna, so it's, you know, got the old newsprint. And it's only $1.50, so it's not gonna break the bank. And like I said, it's a good story, and it goes for a good cause as well. So pick it up. Do the right thing. That's what I say. If you know, if you're gonna spend $4 or $5 on a, you know, comic from Marvel or DC or wherever, you can afford $1.50 for that book. That's just, you know, I think everybody should have it. I think it's a great story. So pick it up. Anyway, moving on. We have Cosmic Ghost Rider #1. I did get a chance to read this. The story's pretty cool. I like how they put Frank Castle in Valhalla. He's talking to you know, Odin and stuff like that, and just, you know, going on. The cover is awesome. The writing is really good, but the art is not the greatest. The art is going to take some getting used to. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. It's not terrible, but it's not good. It's not great. Like, for this cover, for what I see, I was expecting something really awesome, something to match that, and that's not what I got. So I'm not angry, but I'm not, you know, happy that that's the way it went. Next we have Flash. This is issue number 49, the Matina variant. You know, I would always pick these up. The Matinas, just because, you know, really awesome covers, and Flash is just a great story. Like, you know, of the Rebirth titles, they've done really well with putting these together and making a really solid story. So Flash is definitely worth picking up. Really cool stuff there. Next we have Sentry #1. I did actually get a chance to read this as well. This was pretty good. The art's really good in it. You know, Sentry is just a really cool character, and I think that, you know, this is definitely a book worth picking up. I think that Sentry is very underrated. I think that he doesn't get the recognition he deserves. But hopefully this time around, you know, with this title, it does well, and you know, we get to see him, you know, do a lot more adventures and stuff like that, and kind of see some epic battles, because that's one thing that Sentry is kind of known for, is just being kind of like an unstable version of Superman. But he gets in some crazy battles and just has some of the best, I think, just, you know, like kind of shock moments when he just kind of like just lets loose and goes off, like where when he ripped Carnage in half. That was, you know, awesome. So definitely one worth picking up. I think that's going to be a good book going forward. Jeff Lemire, you know, on the book, so he does great work. So definitely one to pick up. Next we have Venom #3. This is actually pretty. The art in Venom has been really good, I have to say. I didn't pick up issue #1 and 2. Donny Cates is writing it, same guy who wrote Thanos, same guy who's writing Cosmic Ghost Rider. So it is pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to keep up with it. We'll see. But in issue #3, you get to meet the basically the god of the symbiotes, the guy who basically the creator of all the symbiotes and stuff like that. So pretty cool, and an intriguing story. So I may stick around just for that story and see where it goes. Next we have Green Lanterns #50. You know, again, another really solid series, great series that I pick up for DC. Next up we have Death or Glory #3. The first two were really good. This is actually a really cool story. You know, it's funny because a lot of people are like, hey, it's #1, always buy it. This one I can say I'm actually happy I picked up because it is very good. We have here also, I bought 2 issues of it just because basically I wanted to get the variant and the actual regular cover. So we have Batman #50. So we get the Jim Lee cover right here, and then the regular cover right there. Definitely worth picking up. You know, this Batman series has been great. I know a lot of people kind of flip-flop between, or some people have like Detective better, some people like Batman better. I'm in the Batman camp. I think that Batman has been one of the most solid. Actually, I would say with Green Lanterns and Flash, I think Batman and Green Lanterns are the top 2 in these, in my opinion, of the, you know, Rebirth titles. And then you know, second place is you know, Flash, just because they've been that good, and they're worth picking up. So definitely pick those up. Next we have Realm. This is issue number 8. Oh, sorry, issue number 7. Realm is a really good book too. Definitely a fun read. You know, a new book out there, and it's you know, it's actually kind of a almost like sci-fi, slightly medieval, slightly futuristic. You know, pretty cool, like, you know, tale that they got going over there. So I think it's worth picking up. I think people should be grabbing that book, and it's a fun read. I enjoyed every issue so far. Next we have Old Man Hawkeye number 6. This is actually a really good book as well. You know, I was surprised. I figured that, you know, Hawkeye, I wanted to give it a try. I didn't know if, you know, Old Man Hawkeye would be all that great, but actually it's been really, really good. And then we also have Old Man Logan, issue number 42. Here he is fighting Kraven. Pretty good stuff there. Following that, we have the Death of Inhumans number 1. This actually was pretty good. Had a lot of shock moments to it. Really good art. I think it was really well done. So, you know, Donny Cates again. Donny Cates has been doing some really solid writing for Marvel, so he's worth picking up. Next for this week, so these are the new books, the new books. We have Captain Marvel, The Life of Captain Marvel, issue number 1. So this is the Art Germ variant. So pretty good stuff here. I read this on the way home. Good story. It's going to be ongoing. I thought it was just going to be a little one-shot, like an origin, but there's more to it, so I'm looking forward to it. I thought it was pretty cool. We have Darth Veda, Annual Number 2. Love this cover. I think it's really, really done well. Mike Diodato, so really good stuff there. I missed this last week, but we have Flash number 50. This is the Matina variant. I actually like the regular cover too, but I figured, you know, I've gone on the Matina kick, so why not just stick with it. We have Green Lantern's issue number 51. That's the cover B. Cover A, I didn't like at all. Then we have Old Man Hawkeye number 7. So, get to catch up with that, because I missed that. Batman number 51. So this is going to be, you know, after the wedding issues, see what's going on. So, definitely going to read that. And then we have one that's been kind of on a hiatus for a little bit, Ice Cream Man number 5. I do like Ice Cream Man. It reminds me a lot of like a Twilight Zone-ish type thing. It's pretty cool stuff, so definitely worth picking up. They when I looked at the ad, solicitation on Comic List, they said the feel bad story. I was just like, that's actually funny, because like the way that the story goes, it's kind of a sad one. Like there's a lot of different things that go on. It's a tough, like, I say it's like Twilight Zone because it's different people every time, and it's very strange. It's kind of like it's kind of a, how do I say this? So it's got a horror element to it, but it's really cool. And a lot of times I think it gets a little bit deep here and there, which is pretty cool too. So that's what keeps me interested in it, just because it's more or less, it's not just, you know, your standard, you know, just comic where it's just like, okay, I'm just tell you this story. It's like, you know, there's layers to these stories a little bit, but definitely worth picking up. I like Ice Cream Man. It's definitely a good book. And then I picked this up, Cable number 159. This is the 1 in 25. I can't pronounce his last name. It's Anacleto variant. If you see this one, pick it up. It's getting some heat on eBay. Not quite, you know, Albuquerque, you know, Thanos number 13, but it's definitely a hot book right now, so pick it up. And then I'm going to go through these really quickly. So I got a package in the mail, and it had, you know, just a lot of books for a run that I've been collecting for a while, and everyone should know what that means. Yes, G.I. Joe books. I got a bunch of books from a really good lot, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in, I think, a pretty decent chunk of the run, so I'm happy with that. So start off with issue number 14. This is the first full appearance of Destro. Then we have issue number 65, which is ironic. I had this issue as a kid, and when I was younger, it came in like a 3-pack, so there was a sticker right here, and I pull out the sticker, and I, you know, end up destroying the book. But got it back now, and it's, you know, in great condition. Issue number 80. There we have issue number 81. Number 85. And I want to say, I think this is Storm Shadow's first appearance as a G.I. Joe. I might be wrong. I'm not 100%. Like, I have to go back and read it and everything. We have issue number 94. So this is part of the Snake Eyes origin story. So he gets, I guess, reconstructive surgery in this issue. Then we have issue number 96. I'm sorry, 95. Alright. Then we have issue number 101. So the new October God. So, you know, pretty cool stuff there. Issue number 103. So, that Storm Shadow from before, I think is his first, and then this is like, you know, kind of a costume change. Like, he's got more of a hood and everything like that, but, you know. Issue number 104. This is a really cool cover. I like this cover a lot. You get the little girl's face in the I don't know if it's a little girl or a woman's face, whoever it is, in the clouds, but pretty cool. Issue number 108. I love this cover just because Cobra Commander's all freaked out. He's like, stay back. You know what I mean? He'd kill me in a second. So, like, you know, Cobra Commander's scared for his life. That's pretty cool stuff. I like those. Like, that's actually a cool cover because it takes the G.I. Joes kind of out of their normal element. Like, you know, when you watch in the cartoons, they weren't killing anybody. That wasn't their thing. But in the comics, they got to be, you know, more... It just, you know, they were more grown up. So it's just like, that type of stuff is pretty cool. I have issue number 115. So, kind of a, you know, top-down view of an attack, you know, from a Cobra. Those are the bats back in the day. So, issue number 117. This is kind of cool because they're busting through the wall. This has kind of like a Luke Cage, Heroes for Hire #1 feel to it. That's just me. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. Issue number 118. I swear I used to have this back in the day. I just don't know what happened to it, but got it back. So cool. So this one, everybody knows the story. Or if you don't know, there's a story that goes along with it. Jared Osborne tells it all the time. But we have issue number 119. So I have one of these already. This is my second copy of it. And this is what's known as the Cobra Salute. So check it out. There's definitely videos on the Cobra Salute. Someone can explain it out to you and everything. But a fun book to have. So, you know, definitely happy one there. And Storm Shadow gets a new costume again. I actually had that Storm Shadow with G.I. Joe right there as a kid. Issue number 120. So, there we go. Issue 121. There you go. Issue 123. That's kind of a cool one, seeing Cobra Commander coming out of, you know, that little cave, bunker, whatever, you know, out of the sludge. So, issue number 124. And then, couple of so that's it for the main series, and then we have G.I. Joe Order of Battle. So it's issue number 1, issue number 3, and issue number 4. Not sure if this is all a connecting cover or not. Like issue number 1, 2, and 3 look like it might be, but 4 I think it isn't. But that's my haul. So, you know, a lot of stuff to show, a lot of stuff that I got. That's what happens when you take a break for a while. So I want to thank everybody for watching. If you've gone ahead and come through this part of the video, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. So check us out on Thursday on the JLS Live Comics Show. That's going to be this Thursday night coming up, I think 8:30, unless it gets changed to 8. We'll know a little more as we go forward. You know, JLS will go ahead and let us know and everything like that. But check us out this week. We're going to be on that show discussing a whole bunch of different stuff with Comic-Con and everything like that. There's a lot of announcements that came out. So that's going to be fun. I can't wait for that. But with that, going to go ahead and get going. So, again, thank you for watching. It's been Buckshot. aka Boston Chris, but went back to my old name, Buckshot33. Thank you for watching. Everybody have a great night. I'm out.